Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's episode might be the beginning of a new series, so I created a new playlist for it, which is called HOI4 Disaster Saves. Now, as you probably already know, if you own a tier 2 membership to the channel, you can send me your save files and ask for help. I have done a few member requests before, but this one was different. The starting situation in this save is pretty bad, and saving the run might be quite challenging. This video will be edited, otherwise the run would be too long, but I will also release an unedited version in case you want to see my strategy in detail. Moreover, I will include the save file in the description of the video, so that if you feel like you're up for the challenge, you can give it a try yourself. Now that's all for the introduction, but as always, if you're enjoying the content I make, please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get ready to save Rome. If you looked at it like this, it wouldn't seem that bad. Let's see why this is a disaster save. So let's briefly talk about the starting situation here. Now, the member of the channel followed my Roman Empire guide, and he did very well. He was able to recreate the Roman Empire. As you can see, he has a pretty good economy too. He has good manpower. He's using my designs. And he either conquered or invited into his faction a great part of the world. However, things started going bad when he attacked the Soviet Union. I'm not sure where things went wrong with the offensive against the Soviet Union, but clearly they went wrong because it's now 1946 and actually the Soviet Union is pushing back. Moreover, we have a terrible 0% stability, which is affected by several things. First of all, by the fact that we are at war, and also by the fact that Mussolini is gone. I don't know what happened to Mussolini, but Mussolini is no more, and that's actually not very good in terms of stability, at least. Probably we also lost some core territories, especially I can see some here in Romania, which surely were under our control. I assume that Poland was also under our control, but I'm not entirely sure about that. So our stability is stuck at 0%, and I don't think there is anything we can do to save it. I mean, we can increase it a little bit, but not enough and not fast enough to avoid a civil war. A civil war will be a huge problem because we'll lose a great part of our divisions. Luckily, not a lot of our territories, but we will lose a lot of our divisions to our enemies because the rival faction in Italy will be fighting alongside the Soviet Union. And our divisions are good because I designed them, so fighting against them is not great. Moreover, we'll also lose half of our planes, and we have actually a lot of planes in reserves, as you can see here. Huge amount of planes, and half of them will go to the Soviet Union, basically, through our rival in the Civil War. Which means the Soviet Union will actually have good planes as well. The other thing is the armies are a bit messy, so we will need to readjust the situation a little bit. Here we have a lot of offensives ongoing and so on. So we will need to adjust, to make a lot of adjustments to save Rome. It's tough. I can guarantee you that. Our first goal will be to stabilize the front, to make sure that the Soviet Union cannot push us anymore. And then we'll get ready with our tanks and we will start our own offensive when we are ready. Okay, I wrote some notes for this one. If you're a member of the channel, you can check them out. But otherwise, if you watch the unedited version, you will see everything in detail. In the edited version, I will mostly edit out all of these settings because it's really time consuming. It's a lot of stuff that we need to adjust here. So, but let's start. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to switch to limited conscription. We don't really need extensive conscription, actually. We're making some minor changes to the navy. So this one is fine. This one I want to create a new theater. Actually, this one is fine, but I want them to be on strike force. I want these guys to be on strike force too. In this area here, so that we cover everything at sea, protect our convoys and so on. At least the Soviet Union doesn't have a great navy, so from this point of view we're fairly safe. Now we're already preparing a collaboration government in the Soviet Union, which is good. I want to prepare another one after that, so I will start spying them in Vladivostok. And then I will use the free spy that we have to start spying the regions in which we'll probably push later. And I think we're going to push in here later, so we'll start spying on this region. Now, in terms of recruitments, we need to make some adjustments. I am not sure we want to recruit these tanks now, so I will cancel the production entirely. What we do want to recruit is defensive divisions, and I want one for each front, basically. So maybe one up there, one here. One here. And then we'll use one for this area here. We're going to make some adjustments to the templates. Actually, if you're watching this video, and the member who requested... no, you didn't actually request help, to be entirely honest. I asked for this save file because it looked like the situation would be challenging. In any case, if you're watching, you're doing a good job with the divisions. This is my good template for offensive and so on. But being quite late in the game, we can make some further adjustments. Other than that, I also like to remove this stuff because we're not going to use them. So to clear up things a little bit, we're going to get rid of all of these things. This is the tank template that you're using. It's good. I'll just change the name and the icon so it's easier to recognize them. The very important thing here is you don't want to use light flame tanks. You want to use medium flame tanks. They are much better. So we'll replace that later. And then I would replace these motorized artillery with another 2 medium tanks to get to a combat width of 36, especially to get some better stats. So let's go with something like this. For the Alpini, now you're investing a lot in them in terms of support companies. At this point, I think it would be worth making them actually good by adding... You know what? Now that I think about it, though, if we make these changes now, we're going to face these divisions in the Civil War as well. If we make the changes after the Civil War, we're not going to have to face them. So maybe it's better to wait for now and do this after the Civil War. I mean, tank-wise, it's okay. It's not going to make a big difference. But the other ones, I will actually change them after the Civil War. Write that down. Okay. Now, what we definitely need to do now, and there is no delaying that, is we need to split these armies a bit better and understand a bit better what's going on in here. So we will have to do it one by one. There is no way around it. But one thing that I want to change is the icon for these ones, so I recognize which ones are the offensive. Let me also change the name, actually. This we're going to do right now. Okay, now, so here we have an army of offensive divisions. They're actually also trained, which is good. One thing that I noticed is many of your divisions are not trained at all. Like these guys, for example. This is very bad in fight. It's minus 25% stats, so really want to have your divisions always trained whenever it's possible. Now, we're going to use fallback lines to get to a better defensive position. In this case, I will use rivers mostly. So I see a river here, and also I see this is far from their supply hubs. So I think this will be a good defensive position for us. And we want to keep Dresden because it's a supply hub. So as you can see, we're going to keep the supply hubs. We're going to leave them the rest. In any case, the other thing we want to do is I want to create a new theater for each region in which we're fighting. So this will be the German theater.
Pronto, signore.
And okay, so these guys are not in Germany, so we're creating a new theater for them. It's going to be called the Balkan theater.
Avanzate.
And we'll take care of them a bit later. For now, let's just split them in theaters. So these ones are also Balkan.
Continuate l'attacco.
These ones are in Germany. Also, I want to make sure that these are the good divisions. So Mountaineers and Offensive are good. But these guys are not good. So they're in the Balkans, but they will be in a new army.
Formazione.
So this guy will be in the good army. And these guys will be in the bad guys army. Okay, then these guys are in a new theater. We're going to call it Caucasian, I guess. And that's okay. Then what do we have? These guys. These guys are free, but we are going to send them to the Balkanic or the Balkan theater. So let's send them here. Okay, next.
Signore.
Okay, these guys are in Germany and they are in a bad army. So again, let's do the same thing.
Signore. Formazione.
These guys are free and we'll need to decide where to use them. I think we're going to suffer the most in here. So I'm going to send them to the Balkan theater. These guys are in the Caucasian theater. These guys are really messed up. So these are shitty divisions. They are not trained. They are along the entire front in a huge army. I think we're just going to sacrifice them. So we're going to keep them where they are. They will just slow down the Soviets a little bit while we rearrange the other divisions. So we'll assign them, no, not even to, actually to a new theater, which we are going to call Garrison. And yeah, that's it. Okay, these guys, two guys, what are they doing here? And let's assign them to something. Well, they are in the Caucasian theater, but we'll see about that. Okay, these guys, Norway, we don't care about Norway at all. So these guys are going back to the German theater. This is a good army, so we can fix it. And these guys are in... Okay, they are in the Caucasian theater. Also, these guys are going to die. We cannot save them, so I'm going to assign these additional people there. Because we are going to lose some of them for sure. Okay, then here we have an army which is mostly good, but there are some Bersaglieri which are terrible in it. In any case, they are in Germany, and we are going to consider them a main army. Okay, then what do we have? These guys here. Now, I wouldn't care about this place, but I think we can actually easily finish them, so we'll just attack with them. These guys here, we don't care about India. They can have India, so I'm going to remove them from here. These are the tank divisions. Okay, these are very good divisions. We are going to assign them to the German theater for now, to a separate army. And we don't want them to go there. We want them to stay here and train. Then what do we have? These guys can go to the garrison. These guys can go into Caucasian. Here, our good defensive units, that's okay. These guys are in the Balkans, defensive as well. These guys are in the Caucasian region, defensive as well. Okay, we also have these guys. Go to garrison. Okay, these guys can go to the Caucasian theater. These ones can go to the Balkans. These ones can go to garrison. And these ones can go to the Balkans as well. They will be part of the garrison. Now, we split the armies more or less, but we still need to manage each army individually, so we still have quite a bit of work to do. And this is quite important, but at least now they are split by theater. It's going to be a bit easier to manage them.
Formazione.
Okay, so let's start with these guys. I think we already gave them the order to go back there. So that's fine. They are fine. Then the mountaineers, I want them to protect the mountain region here. So we're going to assign them a fallback line because I want to cover this part here. We're going to give up this area. But here we have forts, so we want to keep this this area here. Okay, something like this should be good. And then we're going to stop them so that they go there immediately.
Pronto.
Okay, these guys... I would say that they can reinforce this front here. We're going to be under a lot of pressure here, I think. So let's make sure that we are protecting this well.
Preparatevi.
These guys can protect yeah, I would say this area here. Okay.
Pronto.
And these guys can more or less be along the entire front. Okay, I think we assigned everybody in Germany. Let's also make sure that everyone has the motorization priority. Let's also assign them someone. I think Visconti Prasca will be revolting against us, sadly, because he's amazing. But yeah, that's another problem of the Civil War. Civil War is the main issue here. Otherwise, the situation wouldn't be as bad. In any case, these guys are okay. Let's say increase the motorization priority for everyone everywhere in any case. Now let's check the Balkans. Okay, so these guys are right in the middle. We're going to go for a full back line along these this river here. Which river is this, by the way? I shouldn't be that ignorant, so let's check. That's not that easy to spot, but it is the river in Belgrado. Oh, it's the Danube. Well, Danube. I don't know how to pronounce it in English though. It's Danubio in Italian, at least I know. Okay. Now, as I said, we are going to use this river for protection. So we are going to send this army somewhere like this.
Forza, forza!
Okay, these guys are also on this side, so we will need to make some adjustments here probably. Also, this part is probably not going to be under pressure right away because they're a bit further away. So actually, no, I want these guys to protect the front here. So we're going for something like this. Okay. Okay, we're going to use them to protect this front more. I'm a bit worried about this front. They're very close, so we will be under attack very soon here. Okay, we said that they are going to reinforce in the Balkans, so let's send them again to this area. Okay, this is a defensive army. I would say probably more on this side. So we send them here.
Pronto, signore. Pronto. Pronto, signore.
Oh, who is going there? We don't want that. Army 12. Which one is Army 12?
Formazione.
Okay, let's check out this region here. Now, I think we may have a bit too many divisions in here, so we're going to send some of them actually to the Balkans.
Pronto.
Okay, these guys can protect the northern part. Here we are going for a fallback line somewhere along this line here. And then we're going to use this river for protection.
Sì, signore.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, Iran is also in this war, and they may fall at some point.
Formazione.
So we need to be ready to defend against the Soviet Union coming from here. And to do that, we're going to create a fallback line along the river, but we want Baghdad, so somewhere like this.
Formazione.
Okay, and that's good, but we didn't create an army here, I forgot, so let's do it now.
Pronto.
Make sure that they have the motorization priority as well.
Pronto. Pronto.
Okay, now what do we do with the garrison or garrison armies? We're going to keep them where they are, so these guys are fine here.
Pronto.
These guys can go and reinforce even further, I would say, this front here, along the entire front. Okay, and once we are done in Africa, we are going to send these people here to help on this front. Yeah, I think the fronts are covered. Also, we have some additional divisions here. We can assign them to this one. Okay, now we need to make some adjustments to production as well. First of all, we want to produce some different tanks. Now I can see that you were producing this one, and the design is good, although I would use the howitzer, not the improved medium cannon. I'm not sure about the engine, though. Why did you pick this one? Now, the max speed is nice, but the reliability is okay. The fuel usage is very high compared to the gasoline engine. I would never switch from gasoline. Also, probably this one is way more expensive, so that's another factor. So yeah, I don't love this tank. I'm going to decommission everything actually, and we're going to use improved medium tanks. That's because they are much cheaper in terms of resources, and we don't have that abundance of resources at the moment, so we better use something a bit cheaper. So as I said, we are going to use the improved medium howitzer, and then we are going for my usual design. We're going for an engine of 9 and armor of 11. And that's our T2. Okay, I like the stats. And now let's also make the medium flame tank. As I said, it's better than the light flame tank. I'm going to add some fuel drums to increase the push potential. And I'm going to bring the engine to 2. Let's make sure it's a flame tank. Okay, that's good. And we need to produce these things, and then we need to make some adjustments to production as well. Also, we do not want to build anything else here, because we are going to need every single piece of steel we can get, including trains. We don't need trains. Now, let's adjust the production. Infantry equipment, we are going to need some, so 150, okay, let's leave it at that for now. Support equipment, we are going to need some, we can leave it at 25. Now, this stuff, it says that we need some, but I don't think that's true. So we are going to decrease it to 5 for each one of these things. Including trucks, we have a lot of them. Mechanized is what we need the most at the moment. 150 for sure. 5 medium flame tanks. Let's decrease the plane production a little bit to 25 each. And let's increase the tank production. So something like this should be good for now. In terms of resources, let's see what we can do. We can buy enough rubber. Okay, from the East Indies. And then steel. We're going to buy everything we can. And then we'll see. Yeah, that's all for now, but we are going to get a bit more later. In fact, we are going to make some changes to the researches. We don't need the anti-tank, but what we need is the excavation researches. We also do not need the nuclear reactor. Instead, I'm going to get some fuel refining. And speaking of fuel, we're also going to import fuel from all of our subjects. Make sure that we don't run out of fuel. Okay. Next, we're going to check buildings, and what we're going to do is we're going to remove everything. We don't want to build more military factories at the moment. We have other priorities. One of the priorities is indeed to repair everything, but then we also want to build forts along the entire front. We're going to start with 3. We're going to increase later. Now we already have forts here, which is great. Not sure if we need them here. Just in case, I'm going to build 3. Here it's fine. Here it's not fine. And then we want them here too. Not here. We're going to build more, but a bit later. Okay, and then maybe we also need some air bases because we're going to have a lot of planes to deploy. So if we can help deploying them a bit closer to the front is going to be better. Okay, that's it for buildings. Okay, now technically we should save the game because I don't want to do all of this setup again. The thing is, it's Iron Man, so in theory we cannot save the game. We can, however, by quitting to the menu and making a backup of our save. I'm going to do that because I really don't want to do this entire setup again. This will just take a second. Okay, done. So technically, in terms of setup, we still have quite a lot to do. But what we can do now is we can unpause the game. Now, we need to pay maximum attention on the fronts, like these ones, this one and this one, because we really don't want them to push. If they push us, we are in trouble, in big trouble. Let's make sure that everyone is retreating the way they should. Okay, it looks like I missed someone here. Army 17. Which one is Army 17? Oh, okay, it's this army here. Other than that, hopefully everything is okay. Okay, that's good. So we freed these divisions which were in Africa, and now we can send them to this front. Now we are basically waiting for the civil war to happen.
Forza, forza!
Oh, yeah, one thing that I forgot, the focus. We didn't really need that one. Not a big difference, but we didn't need that one. We have a couple which increase the stability, like this one. Not by that much, to be honest. And the other one is this one. This may actually be useful. So let's pick this one first. Okay. What we want to keep getting here are the excavation researches and technologies, so we will get the steel required to produce our tanks and mechanized. I believe our spies, or one of them, is now free to do something different. Yeah, we have quite a bit of spies, so let's start using them. Okay. Yeah, we need to be very careful here, because if they push on the other side of this front, we are in big trouble. And now we're going to suffer a bit. So this is the civil war. In the civil war, what we are going to do is we're going to pick the first one. Which is the only one that will allow us to keep control of the Imperium Romanum. So, let's go. Now, the good news here is we didn't lose much land. In fact, we didn't lose basically anything. Only something which was already occupied by the Soviets became Rengel Sud. The bad news is they actually get a lot of our divisions, and they are very good divisions. So that's the main issue here. Okay, now. We need to do some more adjustments after this happens. First of all, our stability is still pretty low, and we want to fix that. So we're going to pick political loyalty. And this will already help massively. And then we're going to switch some of our advisors. Probably right now I can only switch one, but that's okay. So we don't need the military factories construction speed. Instead, we can benefit a lot from Mazzolini, because again it gives us some stability modifier bonus. Okay, and we're already at 74%. And then we are going to pick the last one who increases stability instead of Adelchi Serena. The last one was Malaparte for another 5% stability. We are totally fine with stability. We fixed the problem.
Pronto, signore. Pronto, signore.
Now, our armies, however, were severely weakened by this. Like, we lost basically half of them. What we want to do is we want to make sure that we are still recruiting 24 divisions for each of these armies. And then tank-wise, we only have 16 now. So we also want some additional tanks. 4 plus 4, yes, 8. Okay. Good. Okay, now let's adjust the armies if we can. If we see that there is something that we can easily do. Like, okay, the Mountaineers are fine the way they are. By the way, you can now assign them a proper front instead of a fallback line. Whenever you can, it's better to have them on a proper front. So let's do it now.
Sì, signore.
Okay, so these guys and these guys are basically together, same front. So we can probably do something like this.
Sì, signore. Forza, forza. Continuate
Okay.
l'attacco.
The Mountaineers, we said it's they are fine. And then there is these guys too. Okay. So here too, we can probably do something like this.
Formazione. Li respingiamo, signore. Pronto, signore.
The only thing is, I'm afraid we may not be protecting this area enough right now.
Pronto, signore. Avanzate. Pronto.
Which one are the purple ones though? Army 9?
Sì, signore.
A bit confused right now, wait a second.
Formazione.
Yeah, this is the tank army. I thought I stopped them from going there, but apparently I didn't. Okay, we don't want our tanks there right now. We want them to go back here and to train.
Formazione.
Okay,
Sì, signore.
these ones are done. Here, as you can see here, we are in trouble.
Pronto.
We lost a lot of our divisions.
Formazione. Sì, signore.
But at least we can merge them now.
Pronto.
Okay, let's give one more to them.
Formazione.
It's almost time for a proper front, but not yet. We need the Soviets to take a couple more provinces before we can make the switch. So for now, let's keep them like this.
Pronto, signore. Sì, signore. Sì, signore. Sì, signore. Pronto.
I think we can merge these guys.
Pronto, signore. Formazione. Sì, signore. Pronto? Sì, signore.
Seems more or less fine.
Pronto, signore. Pronto, signore. Pronto. Formazione. Pronto. Pronto, signore.
I think we're doing good here. Okay, everything seems more or less fine. We'll need to check in a bit. Now what we also need to do is we need to have generals assigned to our armies. So in Germany, let's use this one.
Formazione.
The Balkans, we absolutely need one. This is very important. So let's try to get the best possible one, which is probably this guy.
Pronto, signore.
This region is a bit less important, but having one would be nice. And then having some generals would also be cool, of course.
Pronto. Pronto. Sì, signore. Pronto, signore.
At least on the main armies, and then gradually we are going to assign them to other armies
Pronto,
too,
signore.
by promoting field commanders. Probably do a couple.
Continuate l'attacco. Pronto, signore.
Okay, that's all for now. Now we can adjust the templates as I wanted. So for what concerns the offensive template, you're doing a good job, you're using the right one, but I'm going to increase it to a combat width of 36 to make it a bit more beefy now that we are in the late game. For defensive, we are going to increase it to a combat width of 18. And we're also going to add the anti-air, if I can find it. Okay. Technically, and actually, yeah, let's also add the rocket artillery, because we have a lot, so we can do it. And for tanks, let's switch to the medium flame tank company. For what concerns the Alpini, I'm also going to give them some anti-air, and then we're going to bring them to a combat width of 25. I'm going to use rocket artillery because at this point, with the technologies you unlocked, it's actually better than regular artillery. Combat width of 25, that's good. Okay, let's go. Done. Now, another thing we may want to do is we may want to recruit enough divisions to fill up the armies which are already there. So this one is good. This one needs 3 more offensive. This one needs 6 more mountaineers. This one we don't care. This is the tank one, we're already fixing it. Okay, this one needs 13 more offensive. This one is fine. This one needs 4 more offensive.
Sì, signore. Sì, signore.
This one we are going to say that it is fine, and this one needs 7 more defensive.
Sì, signore.
Now we actually have some of them in here though.
Pronto.
Yeah,
Formazione.
check.
Pronto, signore.
Yeah, let's do them separately, so another 4 defensive.
Pronto, signore.
This one is fine, this one, nah, here everything is fine. I don't expect a lot of pressure in there, so that's okay. As soon as we're done with this one, we're going to pick the reduce recruitment time. The last thing we need to do now, a bit boring, but we need to assign all of the planes we can assign. It's very important that we do so. So we are going to assign about 1,500 of each to each theater. Okay. Let's do it from Rome. Okay, and then the extra ones, I will assign all of them to these regions because this is the toughest part of the front. So, not the bad ones, but if we have C2, C2 is very good too. This one's no. And F2, yes. F1, yes. The other ones. Okay, unfortunately, the annoying part of this setup is not done yet because we need to split actually these fighters in the airports. We need to do it manually. It's the best thing to do at the moment. But we need them to be deployed first. So for now, we're just going to assign them missions. Actually, let's make sure that everyone has missions in here. Okay. Oh, let's continue a bit until, at least until they are deployed. But meanwhile, we need to really keep an eye on the front. Because this is the most dangerous moment, let's say, of the run. Okay, for now, everything is good. Okay, the planes are deployed, so I will assign these ones to this region, these ones to this region, these ones here to this region, while the other ones can be here. And of course these guys will be assigned actually to this region. I think we need them a bit more in here. And then we can assign them to this region here. Okay, now I think the air is, yeah, it's bugged because when you quit and reload the game, sometimes it gets messed up, like in this case. I will actually restart the game to make another save after this is done, this setup is done. First, let's split the planes though. Okay, so I will skip all of these in the edited part. I'm just reassigning these planes all around so that they are not too many for the airfield they are assigned to. Okay, I think we got them right. Now, let me make this save because I really would like to... Because I would really like to avoid having to do all of this again. Everything is fine, so we shouldn't have issues, but just in case... oh, wait a second though. Before we do that, let's maybe reassign the fronts, since now we're getting in the right position. Actually, this is the front we want. Okay, so now that they are where we want them to be, we will use proper fronts.
Forza, forza! Sì, signore.
Okay, these guys are fine. These guys are fine. Okay, I think we're fine here.
Pronto. Pronto. Pronto, signore. Pronto. Pronto. Pronto.
Okay, everything is looking good, so let's make this other backup save just in case, but I think we'll be fine. Also, let's see if we can fix that issue with the air superiority. Okay, we get the air superiority. Now everything seems fixed. That's very nice. Okay, so as you can see, they do have a lot of planes. They will have even more because they got half of our planes. And as you can see, they are good planes. So in here, we're going to struggle a little bit. But we're still doing very good with our fighters. So that's alright. Now, technically, we could speed up the game a little bit. But I don't trust it so much. So... Because a second of destruction here, and we are in big trouble.
Formazione. Pronto, signore.
Maybe we can speed up to 4, though.
Pronto, signore. Sì, signore.
Now, the good thing is we almost finished building our forts, which means the front will be much easier to defend. Okay, now that we got this focus, I would go for the continuous focus army training. So we get our divisions trained faster. And we need it, definitely. See the production, but we should be fine. Okay, that's good. We need a lot of mechanized.
Formazione!
Ooh, big push for them. Make sure that everything goes well. Okay, green numbers. That's what we want to see. The air superiority everywhere really helps. And the forts also really help. So, should be cool. So we keep going with the excavations. Now, 3 civilian factories means we can build even more forts, and we can bring them to 5, just to be absolutely safe. You know, this is not even needed probably, but why risking it, right? Oh, I will put this one. At this point, since we have the 3 civilian factories, I will also build some forts here. Okay, let's continue. We may lose some of these divisions here, but they did their job, which was just to slow down the enemy offensive. Now, I'm not sure we have enough iron for this, but let's see. Okay, we don't, but we will once we finish with the researches, so that's okay. Yeah, we almost have it anyway. Forgot if the advisor was 150 or 120 political power. Let's see. Oh, it's 150. The editor. Okay. Bit later then. Ooh, big push here. Now this number I don't like. Let's slow down. Because we really cannot afford to lose anything. Okay, should be fine. These guys are not very fine, but that's okay. All good. Okay, by the way, now we have the front exactly how we want it, so we can finish reassigning our divisions.
Pronto, signore. Formazione. Formazione. Pronto, signore. Sì, signore. Sì, signore.
Okay, we can get the additional stability. 81% stability, and we're pretty happy with this. Now we're just waiting for our divisions. Okay, I think we have more than enough infantry equipment at this point, so let's decrease the production a bit, increase the production of planes a little bit, and then if we can, let's increase the production of mechanized a bit. Likely will not be able to do it, but that's okay. Okay, we can actually do it.
Sì, signore.
Now we stop them completely from attacking, and technically it would be slightly better to have them attack you into forts, which you can do if you don't build that many forts. If you build a bit less forts, then they will keep attacking into them, which is pretty beneficial. By the way, how are we doing with the spy network here? Okay, we can stop these guys. Let's prepare here. There will definitely be an offensive here. Another good thing is, since the Regno del Sud, which is our enemy in the civil war, doesn't actually have land, they cannot produce armies, and they cannot recover manpower. So they have some divisions, but they will not be able to recover the manpower. So when we damage those divisions, they will actually lose them. Okay, I'm very happy to see that we're getting the divisions we started recruiting a while ago. That's perfect.
Sì, signore.
Now our tanks are also slowly getting ready. Perfect. We have all of the divisions ready.
Sì, signore.
Now we do want to train them before we assign them. So let's see.
Pronto, signore.
Wasn't it for these guys? Maybe these guys.
Pronto.
I should have another tree though.
Pronto. Pronto.
Okay, this 24, we are going to create a new army. And they are going to go in this region. I want all of them to train, but we can start assigning them to the front meanwhile.
Pronto.
New army for the Balkan theater.
Pronto, signore.
the other part of the Balkan theater.
Sì, signore.
This is for our German theater.
Formazione.
Okay, these guys were reinforcing someone. Not them. I'm not sure. Maybe them.
Pronto, signore. Sì, signore.
No.
Formazione. Pronto.
Okay, seems fine now.
Formazione. Formazione.
And here probably because we
Sì,
want to
signore.
remove these guys, right? Okay.
Pronto, signore. Pronto. Pronto, signore.
Okay, okay, we're happy.
Pronto, signore. Formazione.
I want to train my divisions, but of course we cannot train all of them at the same time. Otherwise, the Soviets will just push us at that time. So we're going to train the new divisions first, and then we're going to train the other ones. I think we are not going to care about MIOs.
Formazione. Formazione.
We can probably get a few more commanders.
Pronto, signore. Pronto, signore. Pronto, signore. Pronto, signore. Pronto. Pronto, signore.
Actually, Giovanni Messe, I think I want him to lead my tanks. See what's the best one we have. Baldassare is better, but yeah, Messe is the one for tanks. So let's put Messe on our tanks.
Pronto.
Okay. They still have a lot of planes in here. But they are losing them faster, so... another good thing about this waiting tactic is that they will lose their planes while we get ready. And then when we are ready, we'll not have to deal with planes. Which is pretty convenient.
Pronto. Pronto, signore. Pronto, signore.
I will start training these guys.
Pronto, signore.
Since they don't actually play a very important role. Now, if we can get some army experience, that would be nice, because actually, where is it? Let me check quickly. Yeah, so we really would like to have these two doctrines. It's a shame to have to pick them again, because we already unlocked the last ones, which are very good. But these two doctrines are amazingly good, so it's a bit sad that we don't have them. Let's get another collaboration government in in the Soviet Union. What is it that we don't have? Medium tanks.
Pronto. Sì, signore.
There is not really much that we need in terms of technologies, so I think I may as well just ignore them from now on. Some random stuff, but all we need is the excavation.
Formazione. Pronto, signore. Formazione.
Okay, it's nice. We're getting our tanks, which is absolutely
signore.
great. As soon as these are done, I will start recruiting another army of tanks. In fact, I think we can already do that. Another full army of 24.
Pronto. Formazione.
What has capitulated and where? By the way. No idea, but that's okay.
Sì, signore. Formazione. Formazione. Pronto, signore. Pronto. Sì, signore. Sì, signore.
Okay, this may be a bit ambitious, but I want to try to train everyone.
Sì, signore.
Let's see if we can do this or if this will be a disaster. I mean, we have the forts and we have some units which are not training, so it should be fine.
Pronto, signore. Sì, signore.
So it is November 1946. In the spring of 1947, we're going to start our offensive against the Soviet Union. I really don't know what to do anymore here. Now, suddenly we lost our advisors. We cannot even pick a chief of army anymore, and that's very sad, actually. Because we would need the bandits war. Why can I not get this one? Army leaders may actually be useful at the moment. Can we take army leaders easily? Oh, we did complete army leaders, so I'm not sure. Or is it you didn't complete? All of the following. Yeah, I'm an idiot. And this one has completed a bandits war, and I think we cannot pick a bandits war because we already picked something else. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, we cannot pick the chief of army. That's sad. And chief of air force, we could pick this guy, but he's not very useful, so yeah, never mind.
Pronto! Sì, signore! Sì, signore!
We're almost ready, boys. It's almost time for our offensive. And there we go. Our tanks are ready. So it's time to start planning the first offensive. My idea is we're going to push into Czechoslovakia. And I know, it doesn't seem like the best idea because they have forts. But if Czechoslovakia goes down, we'll split them into half here. And we'll create great opportunities for encirclements both up here and down here. So I think this is actually a good play.
Pronto!
So the idea is to push straight into Czechoslovakia, straight into the forts. Yeah, we can go for actually now a little bit more. No, a little bit less. Never mind. Wait a second. Need to plan this carefully because this is an important push. So I would say something like this. Yes, I like this. Let's get some full planning bonus and then we go. Now our divisions are fully trained, which means the Soviets cannot even think about attacking us anymore.
Sì, signore.
Okay, boys, full planning bonus. It's time to get this done. So let's start the push and let's use a force attack because I want to make sure that this first push is a success. We are going to struggle at first. Actually, something very, very, very important that I forgot. We want all of the planes, all of the possible air support to be on this army.
Riparatevi.
Also, if we can pick breakthrough, breakthrough is great. So let's pick it. Okay, let's go. Here we are pushing into forts, into a huge amount of divisions, but there is just no stopping these tanks. They are just too insane. Look at the amount of divisions they have in there. It's absolutely crazy. Now it would be really nice to encircle those divisions. See if we can do it. We surely can if Czechoslovakia goes down. Ooh. This is looking good.
Pronto, signore.
Maybe we can get Bratislava as well. That should end the war against Czechoslovakia.
Continua attacco.
Okay, we can already give him a Panzer Expert, which is great.
Formazione.
And okay, this first push was very, very successful, and I really like the situation now, but we need to close these encirclements. We need to get this stuff here. Okay, that's a fort. That's why we're
Sì,
struggling.
signore.
We're gonna need some supplies in here. But you know what? We can also use our regular divisions in here to help a little bit with the push. Nice, we destroyed completely all of the divisions which were in there.
Pronto.
Oh, we're breaking them. We are breaking them.
Pronto.
This is where we get it done.
Pronto.
And Czechoslovakia is down. We got them. We got them.
Formazione. Avanzate. Continuate ad avanzare.
Lot of divisions in here. Destroyed completely. Okay, let's rearrange a little bit. He already leveled up. Let's get breakthrough.
Sì,
Also, he
signore.
has very good stats already. Well, here there is a very easy push. Why don't you like that? Because this is already ours. Okay, I see why. Let's get in position. We may have to rearrange our divisions a little bit, but I really like the way this is going.
Formazione.
Let's prepare a push with them as well. So at some point they will help us get this done.
Pronto.
These tanks are just nuts. I don't know what else to say. I will actually buff their attack. So supply consumption is also very good. We have nothing to do with our political power, so.
Pronto.
Oh, we're getting the new ones, I think.
Sì, signore.
Yeah, we got the new ones. All of one. Oh, all of 24. Okay, that's perfect. So I'm going to train these guys, but then they will push as well. Probably they will push from down here. Do we have any good? Yeah, we have a good general for them actually. Nice.
Pronto.
Actually, I was thinking, can we not make him an advisor? We would need armor. This would be very nice. He's already an advisor. Where is he? Oh, he must be here. I see, I see. Okay.
Formazione.
And we don't have the planning, but I think in this situation we can go. Because they are not ready. And we are very much ready. I will also start this push with them. To keep them busy.
Formazione.
And this is very nice because Regno del Sud had a lot of stuff, so we take all of it. Ooh, this is painful for them.
Pronto, signore.
Okay, time to rearrange our tanks a little bit. I think we can get another easy encirclement here. Though one up here would also be nice. Oh, Argentina. Epic Argentina. That's very nice. Yeah, let's get this one done. I like the idea. Probably not a lot of supply hubs in here, but who cares?
Sì, signore.
Their casualties must be insane already.
Pronto, signore. Pronto. Formazione. Pronto.
We're struggling a bit with the supplies in here. I'll go for a stop office plan. I want to attack them as fast as possible. They are getting ready for us, so... Let's go. First push here will be difficult. They actually have a lot of divisions in there. Okay, nice. And we freed one army, which we can easily assign here.
Pronto, signore.
Oh, they are losing divisions. I'm very curious about the casualties. One thing that I didn't do, however, was checking the casualties at the beginning of this war. But we can do it later because we have the original save. So later maybe we can check this out. In any case, I think we already had like 1.5 million, so probably even more. But we will check. And the Soviet Union is at 5 million casualties now. Let's see how it goes at the end of this war. Okay, so these guys are still training, but I think we can actually use them for a push down here. We're struggling here in the mountains. They must have a lot of divisions in there.
Pronto, signore. Sì, signore.
Encirclement done, though. And a lot of divisions in here, too.
Pronto.
Ah, no. Damn, I hate it when it does this. Completely messed up my front.
Sì, signore.
Gain. Okay, just go then. All of you,
Sì, signore.
go there. Look at how good I am at micromanaging my divisions.
Avanzate.
Yeah, I don't care. Just go there and destroy them,
Sì, signore.
please. Okay, I'm very happy with what we achieved here, but it's now time to take down Poland. And possibly get another encirclement here. Sadly, there are no longer Argentinians there.
Sì, signore.
I don't know what happened to them, but probably nothing good. In any case, that's not really relevant for us now. What's relevant is we're going to get this push done. Wow, this will be a massacre for them.
Continuate l'attacco. Pronto, signore. Pronto, signore. Avanzate. Formazione.
What's happening here? I definitely didn't push them, so what happened? I'm not gonna complain.
Pronto. Formazione.
Also, the amount of divisions the Soviet Union lost in this push is quite insane. Like, I think they lost most of their divisions in here.
Pronto. Formazione. Formazione. Avanzate. Sì, signore.
Okay, we got the planning. Let's go. Wow. Struggling again. And probably we don't have the air superiority there yet. Also, let's assign all the other planes to, or most of them, if I can select them, to this other army here. Oh well, something like this will be fine. Okay, we're getting it done in Poland too in the end.
Continuate l'attacco. Sì, signore.
Very curious to know how many divisions they have in here. They must be a lot of divisions in here. Okay, calm down, people. Now,
Pronto.
let's reassign you a little bit.
Formazione. Formazione.
Also, at this point, guys, these people, yeah, I don't want them anymore.
Pronto.
Maybe these ones can stay, but
Formazione.
these other ones, I don't want them. So there is something I cannot disband in here. What is it that I cannot disband? The Commissioner.
Formazione.
What can I not disband in here? Surely
Sì,
these
signore.
guys.
Sì, signore.
Away.
Pronto,
Clean up,
signore.
clean up. Too many divisions.
Pronto, signore.
Yeah, you can also go away.
Formazione.
Yeah, you can also go away.
Sì, signore. Pronto, signore. Sì, signore. Sì, signore.
Okay, what do we do with these guys here? I think we go for this area, which is mostly Ukraine. So let's get something like this done. I would like to train them a bit more though.
Pronto.
While we absolutely destroy Poland. It looks quite easy if you look at it in this way, but trust me, if you did not manage the front in that way and get these tanks fully ready before the push,
Formazione.
this wouldn't be as easy. Okay, Poland is down.
Pronto.
These guys can actually push here. Ah, maybe they don't need to.
Formazione.
Okay. By the way, how are we doing in terms of collaboration governments? Well, we were doing well, but for some reason we're not making another one. Oh no, we are making another one. Which is? The third one. Okay, the third one is getting ready. Perfect.
Continuate l'attacco.
Nice.
Pronto.
Okay, here we go for a broad frontline push. Let's get this stuff here.
Avanzate. Pronto.
I would like to start both pushes at the same time, but here we still have some training to do. I have the feeling that our Dutch East Indies are kicking some asses. Nice, nice boys. That's actually Brazil in there. Good job, good job. The one thing I never do is calling my puppets into my wars, but in this case they're proving quite useful. Okay, I'm very curious to see the units. Well, I don't know. We don't know exactly how many they have. Let's see if we can check more carefully. So, no, we cannot.
Formazione.
Still quite a bit of training to do. Okay, let's go with this push then. Also speed up the game a little bit.
Formazione.
Okay, let's get this done. We still have a lot of divisions. But you can see how the pushes are getting easier and easier. Oh, did I forget to assign? Yeah, I did. Actually, no.
Formazione. Pronto, signore. Pronto. Sì, signore. Pronto.
Okay, nice. Another nice push done. Let's keep going.
Formazione. Sì, signore. Formazione. Formazione. Pronto. Formazione.
Yeah, we're starting to struggle a bit with supplies in these areas because they're not as well developed.
Pronto.
But yeah, 97% is totally fine. Let's go. I'm just picking random stuff to research, but that's not very relevant at this point.
Pronto.
Not sure if we can take Leningrad already. They may have more divisions there.
Formazione.
Oh, very happy to see this, so we can start the southern push as well. Oh, this looks like it's going very smoothly.
Pronto. Sì, signore. Pronto. Pronto.
Well, our divisions will take some time to get in position, but that's okay. lot of divisions in here. I like this.
Formazione. Li respingiamo, signore.
What are we doing here, boys? Looking at this place?
Formazione. Avanzate. Avanzate.
I think the time of the Soviet Union is coming quite quickly, actually.
Formazione. Formazione. Formazione.
Keep that one.
Sì, signore. Pronto. Pronto. Avanzate.
Yeah, we need to rearrange our divisions a little bit now.
Sì, signore.
I guess we're going to do that. So of course here we go for a nice push, another broad frontline push, because I don't have many divisions. So overall my strategy, you may have seen it here, is if you want to micromanage everything one by one, great, go on and do that. But if you don't want to, you should try to get some big encirclements at first, destroy most of their divisions, and then you can just go for a broad frontline push. Or broad frontline push and, you know, just conquer the victory points more quickly. In this case, we're going to do something like this, I think. And that's fine.
Pronto.
With these guys, we're going to plan the offensive for Stalingrad, which likely will end the war. But we also need to rearrange the other ones. So, okay, these guys can cover the northern part of the front.
Formazione.
These guys can cover the central part.
Pronto.
These guys can be everywhere.
Pronto, signore. Pronto, signore. Pronto. Sì, signore.
And I don't think we really need these people anymore. So let's move them away.
Sì, signore. Pronto, signore. Pronto.
Okay, they're fine.
Formazione.
Before we stop here, I want to take this stuff though.
Sì, signore. Pronto, signore. Formazione.
Okay, nice. I would also like to take Kharkov, especially since no one is defending it.
Sì, signore.
How about we kill this people?
Sì, signore.
Can we kill these guys?
Sì,
What's the
signore.
problem? Okay. No, we cannot kill these guys. These
Avanzate.
guys are very strong. Wow.
Pronto, signore. Formazione.
And I think we're ready for both pushes. This may actually end the war. Let's see. Big pushes on both fronts. Soviet Union is in trouble indeed. But they will need to lose Moscow and Stalingrad for the war to end. Does look like something which is going to happen quite soon. Also, we want to finish this war soon because it's November. Being in the Soviet Union in winter is not great. Okay, Stalingrad is down. And they are already struggling. I think Moscow will end the war. Yeah, I don't care. Ooh, Moscow is down, but we lost Stalingrad. Why did we lose Stalingrad, boys? Okay, let's take Stalingrad back. Okay, we got Stalingrad back. That's not enough. We need something else. Okay.
Si, signore.
Let's take this stuff here. What can we get? Where are some nice victory points that we may need?
Formazione.
I have the feeling that we will get it very soon. Although I do not see victory points very near. There is no...
Pronto, signore.
Take it. I'm very worried that the war may end. Ooh, we're very close. Okay, but for sure
Formazione.
this would end the war. Need to see if we can get there. Yeah, we will get there. That should be it. But let's check. Yeah, that's it. Okay, boys, it's done. And actually, with only 1.8 million casualties, the Soviet Union has 12 million. So this was quite challenging and quite fun. And I think this may be a new series. This may be fun as a new series. Disaster saves. Although in this case, being the Roman Empire, it was still fairly easy to make it work with a good strategy. I actually invite you to try it. The save is in the description of the video, so give it a try and tell me how it goes. Now, what do we do here? I think we finished the war at this point officially. And then we call this an episode. So let's go on and finish the war officially. The Soviet Union is defeated. The game is stuck forever. Nice. Oh, and in the end, we actually take 100%. That's pretty cool. That's it. So we control almost all of the world, especially we saved Rome. Sadly, we are no longer the Roman Empire, but I don't think there was any way of saving Rome as the Roman Empire. We are still called Imperium Romanum, at least our faction is. Guys, I would say that's all for this video. Again, let me know how it goes if you try it yourself. And you can share the screenshots of your results at the end of the run. Maybe you will be able to do it better than me, or probably faster than me, because this strategy was not particularly fast. We took our time to get ready and then destroy the Soviet Union. However, once we started the war, I must say it was a pretty fast war. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know in the comments, because this may be again a new series of episodes about disaster saves. So if you like the content, make sure to let me know, so I will make more videos like these. So like the video, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.